2 cents, and I know the girls are off at their press conference today, so yeah, I know a few of you guys had a few questions about my thoughts on all of it, so let's get into it. Yes, I completely agree. Very well deserved. Congratulations to Miss Grand Brazil and Enrique and the whole Miss Grand Brazil team. I know that they have worked so hard for this, and Brazil was definitely one of my front runners from the beginning. I think that she just performed beautifully. She was a beautiful speaker. I think her heart is in the right place. I know she's put in a lot of hard work, and I think she's a very deserving winner. So welcome to the Grand family, Queen. And very excited to see what this next year is going to hold for her. I think I had a lot of people kind of coming to me in that question box that I put up, talking about the results and talking about who made the top 20, who made the top 10, who made top 5, etc., etc. And look, at the end of the day, it's a beauty pageant, guys. Like, there's always surprises, there's always disappointment, and then there's also, so much excitement. And every year there are, surprises who make it and who don't make it. And to be honest, you can't please everyone. At the end of the day, all of the girls did such an amazing job, and they still got to come and represent their countries, and in one of the best Miss Grand productions I've ever seen. And the other thing I think we have to bear in mind is that the judges are not just looking at their performance on the final night. So we obviously get to see the girls in their gowns and in their activewear, and we see them for like an hour on the stage. And we only see what gets put out on social media. We don't necessarily maybe get to know them very well, but the judges are there with them for the whole 4 weeks of the competition. All of the Miss Grand staff are there observing how they work, what their attitude is like, if they're easy to work with, if they're hardworking, if they're on time, if they're presentable. And so sometimes we see things like in the results that we don't agree with, but maybe the judges or maybe the organization have seen something, or they know something that has happened earlier in the competition, or something that they know a little bit more intimately about that contestant, which has meant why that result is the way that it is. So we don't know unless we know them personally. So yes, of course, it happens every year. There's always a few of the favorites. It's a real shock that they don't make it in. And then there are some that do make it in that you're like, what? This is so surprising. But, that's just beauty pageants. And that's just part of the thrill of all of it. I obviously was sad that Australia didn't make the top 20. Usually we always do pretty well. But honestly, like, Amber did her best and she tried so hard. And this was a really, really tough year. Like, the quality of the contestants was next level. And same goes for, the top 10 and the top 5. There's a few girls I would have liked to see get a little further. Colombia, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Honduras. There was a few that I would have liked to see progress. But at the end of the day, I do think it was a very deserving winner. I know, this was one I was really disappointed about. I thought that Vietnam brought such a strong contestant this year. She was so beautiful, and I thought for sure she would make it. But I don't know what happened. Yeah, I have to say, after I heard Czech Republic speak in her top 10 speech, and then the final speech, the top 5 speech, I was blown away. I was like, wow, she is nailing it. This girl is on the money. I thought definitely, I almost thought she was going to win. I was like, wow, where'd she come from? I actually did think that she would place higher in the top 5. But she still did an amazing job. Amazing. And I'm really excited to see what she does next. She's gorgeous and incredible. Oh, I knew Tien would give a beautiful speech. I knew she would do a great job. It was gorgeous. I was crying. I think that if you have done the final walk and the final speech as a previous Miss Grand Queen, you understand you understand how it feels, and so it's very sentimental, very special. And the moment when Mr. NÓI takes the crown off your head, like, my heart. But she did such a beautiful job. She looked incredible. Oh my god, every single dress she wore last night, I need to know all of the designers. Send them to me. She still lives with me. To be honest, I don't ever condone haters about anything whatsoever. And I don't think it's very fair at all to tease someone if they can't speak English. I can't speak another language. Can you? I mean, I'm sure that a lot of you guys are bilingual and multilingual, but like, you know, they're doing their best. Give them a break. And if the pageant was held in a country that spoke their native language, I'm sure they'd nail it. So good on them for actually giving it a try. I was actually so impressed. That was one thing I noticed about Tien's final speech. I'm pretty sure she spoke in like 4 different languages. Correct me if I'm wrong. But just the fact of like even trying, I think is very admirable. And honestly, haters always come from people who never could and never will compete in a beauty pageant. They're always the biggest critics. Did I die? Am I dead? And I don't know about it? Did I kill someone? I gotta be honest, I was as shocked as you guys. I was very shocked.